Good day, panelists. We are Group 2 and we are here to present to you our capstone project entitled Empowering Voices Using Artificial Intelligence Chatbots to Enhance Confidence and Conversational English Skills among senior high school students. For the brief background of the project, proficiency in spoken English remains a critical challenge for many senior high school students, particularly in non-English speaking regions, while formal English instruction focuses on grammar and writing. Conversational English skills often get limited attention. However, proficiency in speaking is crucial for students' academic success and future career opportunities. Artificial intelligence, or AI, advances presents new opportunities for innovative, self-paced learning solutions. This project aims to harness the power of AI chatbots to offer students an interactive and engaging platform to practice conversational English in a stress-free environment. By simulating real-life conversations, students can gain confidence, enhance their speaking abilities, and improve fluency without the fear of making mistakes in front of their peers. Through this project, we aim to bridge the gap between theoretical knowledge and practical language used. The proficiency in spoken English is a critical skill for senior high school students, yet it remains a challenge for many, particularly in non-English speaking regions. While English instruction is most schools tend to focus on grammar, reading comprehension, and writing skills, conversational English often receives less attention, despite its importance in real-world communication. This imbalance can leave students underprepared for verbal interactions that are crucial for both academic success and future career opportunities. Proficiency in conversational English, being able to hold a natural, confident conversation, is not just about knowing the correct grammar or vocabulary, but also about mastering pronunciation, intonation, and fluency. In real-time challenges. For many students, especially in regions where English is not the first language, speaking with confidence is a major hurdle. With the advancement of artificial intelligence, or AI, and natural language processing (NLP) technologies, new opportunities have arisen to address these challenges. AI-based solutions like chatbots can now serve as interactive language partners, offering personalized, self-paced learning environments. These AI chatbots are capable of engaging students in real-time conversations, providing instant feedback, and adapting to the learner's need. By simulating real-life conversation, an AI chatbot can create a safe, stress-free environment for students to practice spoken English. This allows students to build confidence, refine their speaking abilities, and improve their fluency without the fear of making mistakes in front of others. Chatbots also offer 24/7 availability, so students can practice whether they want, providing unlimited opportunities to interact with the language in an immersive way. The goal of this project is to bridge the gap between theoretical knowledge of English grammar, vocabulary, and syntax that students learn in class, and the practical use of conversational English in real-world situation by integrating an AI-powered chatbots into students' learning routines. The project aims to create an innovative, engaging, and effective solution to help students gain the necessary skills and confidence to use English fluently in everyday conversations. Rationally, conversational English is an essential life skill, and confidence in speaking is often a barrier for students. Many students experience anxiety, shyness, or embarrassment when engaging in conversations in English, especially in front of classmates or teachers. AI-empowered chatbots provide a safe, non-judgmental environment where students can practice and refine their speaking skills. Furthermore, in many schools, the resources for English practice are limited. Teachers have large class sizes and limited one-on-one interaction time, making it difficult to give individualized attention to students who need extra practice in speaking. AI chatbots can fill this gap by offering personalized practice opportunities 24/7, allowing students to work at their own pace. Conversational English is one of the most important life skills for senior high school students, particularly as they transition into higher education or the workforce. However, despite its significance, many students struggle with confidence when speaking English because of anxiety or fear of judgment. This can severely hinder their ability to communicate effectively, participate in discussions, or excel in English exams that require spoken components. Here are the common barriers. Number one is the fear of mistakes. Many students fear that making mistakes while speaking will make them look incompetent or will negatively affect their grade or reputation among peers. As a result, they avoid speaking opportunities or remain quiet during English lessons. Number two is shyness and anxiety. Speaking in front of the group can be intimidating, especially for students who are shy or self conscious about their pronunciation or grammar. Number three is limited opportunities for practice. In traditional classroom, teacher-students interaction is often limited by large class sizes. Not every student gets the chance to speak and receive personalized feedback on their speaking skills. For many students, the classroom is a place for passive learning, especially in terms of oral communication. So the role of AI chatbots offer a unique solution to these challenges by providing a safe, non-judgmental environment where students can practice speaking English without the fear of being corrected by their peers or teachers. The chatbot listens to their responses, evaluates them, and provides real-time feedback, creating a personalized learning experience. This allows students to practice at their own pace, focusing on their areas where they need improve and enhancing their speaking skills through continuous engagement. So in addition, AI chatbots are available around the clock, meaning students can practice whenever they have time. The chatbots also adapts to students' level and learning progress, providing tailored learning experiences and feedback that help students gradually their improvement for fluency. By utilizing AI technology, this project aims to offer personalized, self-paced learning that will help students overcome their speaking anxiety and give them the confidence they need to use English naturally and effectively. For the legal framework for this project will be guided by the following considerations: data privacy and protection, adherence to data privacy laws such as the General Data Protection Regulation or the GDPR or local data protection acts to safeguard students' information. Copyright and intellectual property, ensuring that the content used in a chatbot's training, including dialogues, images, and sounds, is original or properly licensed. The implementation of AI chatbots in schools, especially involving students' personal data, must adhere to specific legal standards to ensure privacy, fairness, and ethical use of technology. The legal framework for this project will be governed by several key principles. Number one is data privacy and protection. Since the chatbot will handle students' data, including voice recordings and personal information, it is essential to comply with local data protection law to safeguard students' privacy. General Data Protection Regulation or the GDPR, if the project operates in the European Union or the EU or involves data from students within the EU, the GDPR mandates that the data must be processed fairly, collected for specific purposes, and stored securely, students and their parents must also provide informed consent for data collection. Other local data protection law, depending on the region where the chatbot is being used, the project will need to adhere to the local data protection acts that govern students' data. Number two is a copyright and intellectual property. The chatbot will use recorded audio, scripts, dialogues, and educational content as part of its training. It is crucial to ensure that all content used is either original, licensed, or falls under fair use. Content used to train the chatbot, example dialogues for practice scenarios, should be copyright, complaint, and permission must be obtained for any third-party resources. Number three is educational standards. The project will be designed in accordance with the national educational frameworks and curriculum guidelines. This will ensure that the chatbot completely existing language learning objectives and meets the requirements set by the educational authorities. Alignment with Common European Framework or Reference or the CEFR for languages or equivalent standards will help ensure that the chatbot meets academic benchmark for spoken language proficiency. Number four is the parental consent. Given that this project involves minor high school students, parental consent will be required to collect personal data from students. Schools and educational authorities will need to communicate the purpose of data and ensure that both students and parents are fully informed. Number five is ethical consideration. The project will follow ethical guidelines in the development and employment of the chatbot, ensuring that the AI does not promote harmful biases, maintain stereotypes, or misinterpret students' speech. Developers will ensure that the chatbot's responses are appropriate, inclusive, and respect students' diverse backgrounds. For the project description, this project involves the creation and implementation of an AI-powered chatbot designed to help senior high school students practice conversational English. The chatbot will engage students in various conversation scenarios such as daily activities, school-related topics, and real-life situations. The AI will evaluate students' responses and offer feedback, corrections, and suggestions for improvement. Features of the chatbot include interactive conversations with real-time feedback, voice recognition to assess pronunciation, progress tracking to monitor improvements over time, customizable scenarios to suit different learning levels, gamification elements to motivate students, points, badges, etc. The Empowering Voices project focuses on the creation and implementation of an AI powered chatbot specifically designed to help senior high school students enhance their conversational English skills. The chatbot serves as an interactive language partner, enabling students to practice speaking English in a range of scenarios that reflect real-life situations. The ultimate goal is to provide a supportive, stress-free environment where students can build their confidence in using English in daily conversations. The chatbot will simulate dynamic, human-like conversations, offering students a practical, anytime or anywhere tool for language practice. By engaging with the chatbot, students can improve their fluency, pronunciation, and overall confidence in speaking English. The AI will evaluate the response, provide instant feedback, and offer targeted recommendation for improvement. For significance of the project, boosting confidence by allowing students to practice speaking without fear of judgment, the chatbot will foster increased confidence. Enhancing language skills provides an accessible way for students to improve fluency in English through regular practice. Promoting self-directed learning, students can practice independently at their own pace and time, helping them develop autonomous learning habits. Innovative learning method introduces cutting-edge AI technology into education, preparing students for a technology-driven future. The Empowering Voices project will leverages AI-powered chatbots to help students practice conversational English, has several significant implications for both individual students and the broader educational landscape. These benefits go beyond self-improving the language proficiency. They address key challenges in traditional language learning, support educational innovation, and empower students to take control of their learning experiences.
Hey to everyone. So now we will proceed to the project design. So on the project design, it includes the proposed activities or the features of the project. Okay, the mechanics, the timeline, the financial requirements and resources, who are the persons involved, the project evaluation and instrument, and the expected outcome. However, in my discussion, I will only tackle about the proposed activities and the features, the mechanics, and the timelines. Okay, what involves here in the proposed activities? Okay, so the first one, of course, we're going to talk about the development of the chatbot. When we create a chatbot that can, we create a chatbot that can engage students in English conversations and evaluate their response. Okay, so the objective of this one is the first step in this project is the development of a fully functional AI-powered chatbot that is capable of engaging students in a conversational English. The chatbot will be designed to stimulate the real world. Okay, definitely the main goal of this project, the main idea or the main aim why we developed this chatbot is to improve the conversational skills of the senior high school students. So therefore, this chatbot will be designed to stimulate real world. So it will give the students a real world experience of communication, conversational practices. Okay, so now what are the things that we need to develop here? Of course, here are the features to be developed. Of course, the natural language processing or the NLP. Let me give you a quick glimpse about this. The chatbot will be utilized with NLP technology to understand and respond to the students' spoken input in a way that mimics real-life conversation. So as I told you earlier, it will give the students the experience to converse in a real life conversation or to engage in a real life conversation. Next one, second, the voice recognition. Okay, we're going to develop the voice recognition here. We are in the 21st century. We are now in our advanced technology. So most of the AI or artificial intelligence now are recognize voice. So the chatbot, of course, will include speech-to-text functionality to assess pronunciation and fluency. Sometimes it's better to, or it's easier, it's better if we improve the students through speaking, not just writing. You know, they use their voice, they use their mouth to speak. It's better because it gives them the opportunity to also improve their confidence when they are speaking. All right, next one, the real-time feedback. So based on the student's response, the chatbot will provide instant feedback on the vocabulary usage, the grammar, the pronunciation, and the fluency. So positive reinforcement will be given for correct responses and gentle corrections will be made for mistakes. Okay, so more of these features that we must develop in this project is the customizable scenarios, the gamification elements, wherein in this part, we encourage and motivate the students, of course, to engage on this one. Okay, so after developing this chatbot, the features in the chatbot, we're gonna have the pilot testing. Okay, so the objective of the pilot testing is that we roll out the chatbot to a wider group of students. Our pilot test will also be conducted with a group of students to evaluate its functionality and gather valuable feedback. Because of this, it allows the project team to identify potential issues early and ensure the chatbot's effectiveness. Of course, we need to assess the application first, if it will be worthy or if it will be efficient. Here are the activities for the chatbot testing. Okay, so we have the selection of a pilot group, testing scenarios, collecting feedbacks, analyzing data. All right, so those are for the pilot testing. Now let's have the teacher training. So I think we have to make it quick because there's a lot more to this one with the proposed activities. So on the teacher training then, we will provide training for the educators on how to integrate the chatbot into their teaching methods. Of course, you cannot make someone or your students work better if you yourself as a teacher do not understand what is the application all about. You don't know how to use it, you don't know how to implement it. So it's better if the teachers are trained how to properly use this application. Next one, we will have the student engagement. Of course, we will organize activities and workshops to encourage the students to use the chatbot for language practice. Okay, probably there are a lot of things to, of course, encourage the student to. Probably interactive workshops, chatbot challenges. So in the chatbot challenges, the students can participate in fun challenges where they use the chatbot to complete specific tasks. So for example, you're going to give them a 10-minute conversation in English, wherein they should achieve a certain number of correct responses in a row. It's up to you if you're going to give them reward or some. Probably depends on the teacher. But probably on the app, I think there would be some points or like coins on the application if that would be possible. All right, so now we have feedback and iteration. So on the feedback and iteration, we need to ensure that the chatbot continuously improves and meets the needs of the students and teachers. So therefore, the feedback will be regularly collected and updates will be made based on this input. What are the activities on here? Continuous feedback loops wherein both students and teachers will have ongoing opportunities to provide feedback on their experience with the chatbot. So this feedback will be collected through surveys, interviews, and direct communication channels, for example, email or in-app surveys. Another activity is that we can have analyzing data and refining features. All right, let's have the evaluation and impact measurement. So on this part, we conduct the pre and post assessments to gauge improvements in students' conversational English skills. What are the activities here? Pre-assessment, post-assessment, comparison of results, feedback on the impact. Okay, those are the things or activities we can do in the evaluation and impact measurement. Okay, so next one we will have the mechanics. What's the mechanic of this application? So user registration, students will create profiles with basic demographics data and their English proficiency level. Okay, the first one, they need to register, of course. They need to put something about themselves. Probably it should be aligned with the student's personality, the student's behavior, so that the chatbot will be able to identify or create a conversation that is in line or suitable to the student's behavior. All right, and then next one is that chatbot interaction. So here, students will interact with the chatbot through text or voice. The chatbot will respond with feedback and additional prompts. Okay, so it's up to them if they want the chatbot to reply to them through text or voice. Just like Siri, Alexa, they are one of the famous, or they are the common things. They are the common voice recognition AI in our generation today. Okay, so how the chatbot will function. So the success of the Empowering Voices project hinges on how effectively students can interact with the AI-powered chatbot and how easily they can track their progress over time. The mechanics here is that it will guide the interaction process and ensure a smooth, engaging experience for students. So as I told you before, first they need to register because this is an application. They need, after they register, they can interact with the chatbot after that. All right. So, by the way, in the user registration, it includes the name, demographic data, English proficiency level. I forgot to mention that. Yeah, that also includes English proficiency level. Of course, you cannot um unless you put your English proficiency upon your registration, then the chatbot will be able to assess what is the suitable approach for you. All right, next one. After this is that feedback system. So after each conversation, students will receive immediate feedback on their vocabulary, pronunciation, grammar, and fluency. Of course, so that the student will then know what are the things to improve in their conversational skills. After that, the progress reports, a dashboard will track students' progress, showing improvement over time. Okay, so the timeline here are the activity that we will have in this project and also the duration. So first, development of the chatbot, that will be 2 months, pilot testing 1 month, teacher training 2 weeks, full implementation and student engagement 6 months, evaluation and feedback collection 1 month, final report and analysis 1 month. So that is the timeline for this project. Next one, we will have, let me demo to you what are or how are we guided with using this application. Okay, so this one or this guidelines, the instruction will be preceded in after a short break. Hello guys, so welcome back to our second session. So as I've said earlier, I am going to introduce to you the guidelines or how are we going to use this application. Oh my goodness, it doesn't work. Okay, so in this part, we're going to, hold on this. Tell me guys if you can see it. Oh, definitely you can see it. Okay, so definitely the first one is that you need to download the chatbot app. You cannot use it. You're not going to be introduced to this app unless you download this application, right? So first choose and download an AI chatbot app, okay, which will be given to you. The name will be given soon. And then next one, after you put on or after you registered, you need to set your goals. You need to determine what areas of conversation you'd like to improve. Your goals that include the fluency, the listening and understanding. Do you want to improve your vocabulary? Do you want to expand it? Do you want to boost your confidence? Okay, these are the things that you must set. Okay, you must be clear within yourself and by or before using the AI chatbot. Okay, and the next one is, of course, you need to choose a conversation topic. I believe since you also put some of the things about you there, it will suggest probably the suitable topic conversation for you when you open the AI chatbot. So when you start or just a guideline on how to choose a conversation or pick a topic, Choose one that is suitable for your behavior. I think that will be comfortable for you when you talk about it to the AI. Okay, it includes everyday life, such as hobbies, work, and travel. These are the common and mostly chosen topic. Okay, so of course, your interests and passions, such as sports, books, movies, what are the things that you like? Or the real life scenarios. For example, you want to practice on job interview. I mean, you want to prepare for your job interview, for social events, or you want to prepare asking direction. Because probably when you are traveling, of course, there are some circumstances that we are shy when we ask other person or foreign people, right? Okay, it's better if you practice a real life scenarios to boost your confidence as well. Okay, next one, start a casual conversation. So begin with a light and informal chat. You can ask a simple question like, what what's your hobbies? Tell me about your day. Do you enjoy reading books or watching the movies? Okay, so just keep the conversation relaxed and just follow the chatbot or allow the chatbot to respond naturally. So don't worry because that is an artificial intelligence. I believe the chatbot will know what will it do. Next one, practice asking open-ended questions. When you ask an open-ended question, it help you practice engaging in a longer conversation, not just with yes or no, you know. It is not a limited question. Okay? It should be answered with deeper um, topic with that is, I think, would also create a deeper connection between you and the chatbot. And so just think of the chatbot as someone that you are really talking to in real life. Next one, you can also, on the example here, you can ask, what do you think about the latest movie release? How do you handle stressful situations such as that? Next one, use the chatbot for role playing. You can use it for role playing, as I've said earlier, for example, job interviews, customer service, or debates. Okay, so among senior high school, it is common that they are having debate, an oration, a speech, public speaking. You can use chatbot. So you challenge the chatbot on a certain topics to improve your argumentative skills. So since our application also has the features of a voice recognition, I believe you can practice here your argumentative skills here when you are speaking. Next one, of course, it also improves your listening skills. When you're speaking, you also listen, definitely. So when you ask for the feedback, some chatbot apps, so in our app, it will offer you, of course, a feedback at the end. Next one, expand your vocabulary. As you chat, challenge yourself to use new words. Yes, that's what I do sometimes. There are some words that comes to my mind. It's like I know the meaning of it naturally, but I'm not really sure what's the meaning of it. But I just proceed using it. And then when I search on that word, it's correct. I use it in a correct manner. So there's always a way, there's a better way to also improve your vocabulary is that this one, the AI chatbot. Okay, challenge yourself to use new vocabulary in sentences. Next one, the practice conversing in a different tone. Could be formal, it's like you're talking with your teacher, someone older than you, or casual, just with your friends. Something like that. Okay, next one, set regular practice sessions. Of course, in our chatbot, there would be a session for you. So, for example, 30 minutes per day, 3 times a week, MWF, or Monday, Wednesday, Friday. So it will have a regular session for you. Okay, and so on and so forth. So I think that's it for the instruction or the guidelines on how we're going to use this AI chatbot. Okay, so by following these steps, you'll be able to use AI chatbot application effectively to improve conversational skills with consistent practice and goal setting. You'll see noticeable improvement in your communication activity, which is the main goal or the objective of this project. All right, so that is all for the project design and for the instructional or the guidelines of how to use the chatbot. We make it fast because we don't really have much time now. Thank you so much for listening. I hope you guys learn Goodbye.